This is ABC7 News at 5:30. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Welcome back. Siesta Key was named Best Beach in the Country by Dr. Beach back in 2011. But despite $21 million in improvements, there's a good chance we will never get his top ranking ever again. ABC7's Ray Collins explains why.
Haley, it's been 5 years since Siesta Key's beach was named tops in the country. But now even Dr. Beach admits as long as smoking's allowed here, it might be hard to claim that title ever again. When Dr. Stephen Leatherman ranked Siesta Key #1 back in 2011, tourism spiked in the months afterwards. You realize that you're a rock star now around Siesta Key.
Well, I don't know about that.
Leatherman, also known as Dr. Beach, is a humble guy about the power he has to make and break beaches worldwide.
I mean, I've had some beaches in the Caribbean say, it's our turn, come down here, you stay in a resort, this sort of thing. And I said, well, really, I can't do that.
Even though Leatherman's ranking of Siesta Key as tops just 5 years ago, a lot has changed since then. Namely, Florida now allows smoking on beaches. He doesn't like it, and he's not the only one.
We feel the same way, and we think this hurts all Florida beaches.
Virginia Haley is president of Visit Sarasota County. She says smoking was banned on beaches until a court case involving the Clean Indoor Air Act.
We lost, which is really too bad because the communities should have the rules and regulations on their beaches that make sense for their community.
And outdoors is the proper place for smoking.
Andrea Mogensen is a civil rights attorney who believes smokers should have the right to smoke in public. And as for allowing different cities and counties to have their own rules?
People are traveling through Florida. They would have to educate themselves, municipality by municipality, county by county, to see where can I smoke, where can I not smoke.
But until smoking is banned from the beach, Dr. Beach says Siesta Key and all Florida beaches will fall short on his checklist.
I'd like to see it become again a smokeless beach on Siesta Beach.
Now, before you start feeling bad for Siesta Key Beach, it was ranked #2 overall in Dr. Beach's most recent survey. Some say smoking may have been the difference, though. No buts about it. On Siesta Key, Ray Collins, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Ray. And just a note, previously, Dr. Beach, in his protocol, you could not be the #1 beach more than once, but he has since changed that, and now beaches can get that #1 ranking once again. A month-long trial in a water dispute between Georgia and Florida is now in the hands of a special master. The Honorable Ralph Lancaster will recommend a settlement between the two states. The U.S. Supreme Court will have the final ruling. Florida blames the booming Atlanta metropolitan area and agriculture in Georgia for causing low river flows that have harmed fisheries. But Georgia contends there's not enough evidence to support that claim. One politician is making good on a promise he made while running for the state Senate. Senator Greg Steube, the Republican representing the Suncoast, filed a bill that would revoke the 2014 law that gives in-state college tuition rates to undocumented students. The bill was originally passed despite Steube voting against it in 2014, and he promised to revisit the issue if elected to the state Senate. Florida residents pay in-state college tuition, which is far less expensive than tuition costs for international students. A bill was filed in Tallahassee this week that will carry out a renewable energy tax break that voters approved. The bill would enact Amendment 4, which lawmakers put before voters to extend a residential renewable energy tax break to commercial and industrial properties. Floridians approved a similar exemption for residential property owners in 2008, with the measure taking effect in 2014. Aliki Moncrief is the executive director of the group Florida Conservation Voters. She hopes that this year's amendment is implemented with the will of the voters in mind, rather than outside special interests.
It's going to be really obvious if others start to monkey around with it and tinker with it. And I think that voters, I think the environmental community, I think the business community, we're all going to be up in arms the minute we see that.
Amendment 4 also helps residential property owners by exempting all renewable energy equipment from state tangible personal property taxes. Florida has joined the growing list of states where medical marijuana is now legal, allowing patients with conditions such as PTSD or cancer to use cannabis. But major decisions involving regulations are still being worked out. ABC7's Dwayne Lindo is here with more on that. Dwayne.
Well, Haley, the majority of Florida voting for the medical marijuana program, but it's ultimately up to Florida's Department of Health to set rules and regulations for the distribution of cannabis. Dr. Barry Gordon is opening a medical marijuana practice in South Sarasota County. He says although it's unclear how the department will move forward, his plan is to attend meetings in Tallahassee and become an integral part of the decision-making, setting concrete rules for those in desperate need.
Making sure that there's no further delay in the program. There's patients out there right now that are absolutely in vast need of what I believe medical marijuana can bring to them.
Coming up later on our 7 p.m. newscast, Dr. Gordon's specific goal while providing care as a medical practice. Haley, back to you.
Thank you, Dwayne. And now let's check in with ABC7 Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan, who is live tonight on St. Armand's Circle, where storefronts and sidewalks have been transformed into a Florida winter wonderland. And Bob, we know that does not include snow. You're getting in on all this fun, and you don't even need a coat or a scarf to enjoy it.
That's right. I tell you what, lots going on here right now, Haley. I got my lights, picked those up at Lynch's Pub and Grub on the Circle here, and we got the Sarasota High Dance Troupe performing for the big crowd here right now, doing a great job. We got some Christmas caroling going on here at the big lighting, and Diana Kerrigan right there. She's going to be. I'll be talking to her too. She's the actual St. Armand's Circle Association director here, putting this on. All together, the 38th annual, and you couldn't ask for better weather right now. Big crowd gathered here too with a lot of people enjoying the weather. Let's go to the maps to show you what's happening as far as that goes. Got my nice jacket on here, sporting that as well. Van Ways, a webcam showing generally fair conditions overhead. That's a beautiful night with low humidity around. I might have to get rid of this jacket though. It is still a bit warm out here. Temperatures still into the mid-70s up and down the coast right now. And a few showers well to the west of us, but not much going on here as a result of that high pressure ridge, which remains in control. A few showers over the northern Bahamas, but currently we have 75 degrees and the dew point extremely low, 44, and the humidity at 33% with northeast winds at 7 miles an hour. Again, things looking pretty good here. We'll have much more in the forecast, obviously, coming up a little bit later. Talk about the red tide, the fishing that's been going on here, and the wonderful dance performance right there by Sarasota High Dance Troupe. Well, much more coming up a little bit later. Haley, back to you.
Thank you, Bob. Looks like fun. New regulations dealing with overtime are facing backlash. At least 21 states have sued to block a new rule proposed by the Obama administration that would have made nearly 4 million people eligible for overtime pay. The new rule was set to begin this month, but legislators are blocking the change. They say the regulation would burden private sectors, strain budgets, force layoffs, and cut into work hours. The administration is now challenging the federal court's recent challenge.
So it would be a significant boost for middle-income workers that are working more than 40 hours a week. It would increase costs certainly for employers, and it would reduce some flexibility, but it's a really big battle.
The new overtime protection would apply to workers making up to $900 a week or $47,000 a year. Donald Trump is back at Trump Tower today after the first leg of his thank you tour in Ohio.
We denounce all of the hatred. We're going to come together. We have no choice. We did have a lot of fun fighting Hillary, didn't we?
During the tour, Trump made a surprise announcement about his choice for Secretary of Defense, retired Marine General James Mattis, nicknamed Mad Dog Mattis, a respected military leader who has the reputation of being blunt and having thoughtful military strategy. For Trump's pick to be approved, Congress would have to pass new legislation to have Mattis confirmed, since he's only been out of uniform for 4 years instead of the required 7. Still to come on your Suncoast News, the power of dogs' sensitive noses. A woman on the Suncoast is now training a group of dogs to detect cancer. How they're able to do that, straight ahead.
Black Friday's biggest deals are still here. That's right, the Black Friday sales event is going strong at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Ram trucks are built tough enough to help you conquer whatever the day may throw your way with all the technology and comfort you'd find in a luxury vehicle. Right now, get over 20% off. That's up to $15,000 off a new Ram 1500. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Types of timber, cuts of meat, cooking times, temperatures, rubs, seasonings, sauces. You name it, they know it. That's what makes them who they are, Sonny's Pitmasters. And proud of it. Come get some baby back ribs at Sonny's Barbecue. On their own or paired with favorites like jalapeno cheddar hot links or pulled or sliced pork plus 2 sides and bread. Sonny's Barbecue. Local Pitmasters since '68.
An important message for Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you receiving all the benefits available to you? Do you know there is money available to lower your Medicare prescription costs? Now's the time to find the coverage that's right for you at the right price. The way to do that is to explore your options. You can spend hours doing that yourself, or you can call Health Markets and let us do the legwork for you with no cost or obligation. We'll search a variety of plans from nationally recognized companies to find the coverage that's the best fit for you at a price that fits your budget, and we'll do it at no charge to you. Plus, you may be able to save money on prescriptions. We'll tell you if you qualify. Why pay a penny more than you have to for an insurance policy? Let us find you the right plan at the right price and see if you qualify to lower your prescription costs. Put our free service to work for you at no charge.
Call the number on the screen now to make sure you're getting all the benefits you deserve. Don't wait. Call now.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Before you think of your pet as just a fluffy member of the family that brings you joy, consider this. One Manatee County company is training dogs to detect cancer through saliva. ABC7's Alex Redmond has more.
Man's best friend has a nose for success.
The reason we're using the dogs is because dogs have an amazing sense of smell.
Heather Junquera of BioScent DX and BioScent Canine says dogs have more than 200 million olfactory receptors, whereas people have only around 5 million.
If you were making pasta in your house and you walked in and said, I smell we're having pasta for dinner. But if a dog were to walk in your house, they'd be like, wow, I smell tomato, basil, oregano, all the different things you might put into pasta.
He's not just a pretty face. This guy is actually being trained to detect if you have cancer.
Previous research has been done in this field since 1989. The Pine Street Institute in California did some really interesting studies with great success on breast cancer and lung cancer, and they used breath samples. So we are trying to move that research forward to see if cancer can be detected in saliva.
Junquera does this with help from her friend and volunteer Susan Nielsen, who advocates having a pooch near the petri dish and a lab in the lab.
I've been training dogs for over 15 years, and I did retire when I had my son, and I trained drug dogs and also obedience.
Giving the samples is really easy and takes only a few minutes. You put the mask on when you're filling out your paperwork. That's about 3 minutes for a sample. Then you go ahead and give your saliva. You pop it in the mail and you send it back.
People do not have to pay when they do this. This is completely voluntary and anonymous.
The detection dogs then go to work and put their noses to the test to seek out the samples from cancer patients who have not yet undergone treatment.
Dogs have done everything from detect seizures to diabetes to help people lower their blood pressure. And doing an early detection with these guys, we're going to prove they can do it.
If you'd like to get involved in the clinical trial involving BioScent DX, just go to mysuncoast.com and click on health. Reporting in Manatee County, Alex Redmond, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Cute and smart pups. Now to Suncoast Traffic Watch. Traffic is backed up on I-75. This is in the northbound lanes from Bee Ridge Road north to Fruitville. And now we're going to head back out to Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan, who's on St. Armand's Circle. Crowds are starting to gather to see the tree lighting ceremony. And Bob, he's very festive tonight.
I'll tell you, there's a lot going on. I got the festive jacket, the nice lights. I got these at Lynch's Pub and Grub right here in the Circle. I'll tell you, lots going on here. A lot of great deals, too, in all the shops. And we got the lighting of the Christmas tree on top of that. And Diana Corrigan, the executive director of the St. Armand Circle Association, joining us live again. It seems like every year we're here.
We are,
and
to date.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, it's fabulous. This is our 38th year doing Holiday Night of Lights.
We just had the dance from Sarasota High School, and now we have
the Sarasota High School Chamber Choir performing.
And they're asking people to join in. They just started, by the way. I'm warming my voice up a little bit here for a little later for some entertainment for the folks here, but it's a lot of fun, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, this is the most magical night of all on St. Armand's Circle. It truly is. And the Christmas Carol sing-along that we'll be doing shortly as we're singing Santa onto the Circle has become a real old-fashioned family favorite here. So it's a spectacular night on the Circle.
And I just heard the song. It's cold outside, but it's not cold outside here.
No, it's beautiful. This is an absolutely gorgeous. It's not hot. It's gorgeous night. Gorgeous night.
And you guys do this for a reason, too. You have people come out here, and this tree stays lit up here. It's beautiful to see and magical at night, too.
It is. It is. It's the largest Christmas tree on the Gulf Coast.
Well, we like to see that light up at around 6:15.
Absolutely.
And we'll look for Santa to arrive as well.
Sounds good.
All right. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it very much. Good seeing you again.
Good to see you, too.
Happy holidays.
Thank you.
I'll tell you what, beautiful weather. You can hear some of the music being played right now behind me. And it sounds good here, and it looks like it's going to be sounding good, too, out on St. Armand's Circle here, as well as Lakewood Ranch, where it's Music on Main. It's taking place right now. And again, looking at the time lapse of Lakewood Ranch, you can see beautiful conditions there as well for the great music. And I'll tell you, couldn't ask for better weather as we move in through this weekend. We've got some clouds and showers to the east of us and to the west of us. We're stuck in between with clear skies and 75 degrees. The dew point is at 44, the humidity 33%, and the high today, it warmed to 79. It was quite nice. Despite that, it kind of felt cool as a result of that drier air that was in place. The actual low temperature was 60, the average is 56, and we'll see similar readings over the weekend, too, on Saturday and Sunday. No rainfall report. It's been dry, and it remains dry here, although things will be changing by Tuesday of next week. A good chance for some rainfall to move in. 30s as far as dew point goes. You can see that quite clearly. That dry air has made its way all the way through Sarasota and Orlando. Not down in Key West and Miami, though. Actual temperatures into the low to mid 70s here. We're expecting lows tonight, generally into the upper 50s to low 60s. Right now, current temperatures pleasant all across the area. 75 in Bradenton, 72 in Wauchula, and 77 now in Punta Gorda, 75 in Northport. And as far as the hourly forecast goes, for Saturday, it looks to be really quite nice out there. 80-degree temperatures in the afternoon. After lows will be down in the upper 50s to lower 60s. Satellite and radar imagery showing a quite active subtropical jet stream moving through Mexico and Texas right now. That system will eventually get its act in order and then swing a front our way. It will be the strongest front of the season. It will move through and chill us out considerably. So if you've got your Christmas jacket or your sweaters and jackets you want to wear, you'll get that opportunity to wear them on Friday of next week. As far as temperatures go across the United States, well, the chill is on in Toronto and also in Detroit and Minneapolis. Minot at 29, 32 in Denver, and 48 in Kansas City. Temperatures much warmer over South Florida. Well, that frontal boundary fades away as high pressure builds in from the north. It will eventually switch those winds around to an east-southeasterly direction on Sunday, and that will warm us up into the mid-80s for highs inland areas on Sunday. For boaters, it will be a bit breezy as we see northeast winds at 10 to 15 knots. Seas will be 2 to 4 feet and a moderate chop on the bays and in the water. So a little bit rough out there. UV index is a 9 tomorrow. Low tide upcoming, 7:33, and a high tide at 1 a.m. Tonight, there's the tree from last year. Mostly fair, seasonal, mid-50s inland, upper 50s near the beaches. And then for tomorrow, look for lots of sunshine, warm conditions, 80 degrees, east winds at 10 to 15. And the extended forecast, I mentioned the rain. It will be around on Tuesday, especially as we move through time. Tuesday is a good chance for showers and storms with high temperatures in the low 80s. And lots of people here enjoying. You guys enjoying the music? All right, how about you? You enjoying the weather?
It's wonderful, thank you.
It is, and this young lady, I've seen her here before. She was in Ireland, had all sorts of problems, but they took care of her in Ireland. She's from Ireland herself. She's a good Irish lass. We got a couple more right here. They're all gathered around singing some great songs. Even the kids are here, and Santa Claus is waiting to come. Where's the child? Back there? All right, anyway, here, get a look. You see her? Are you ready for Santa Claus? All right, she is, I can tell right there. I'll tell you what, the fishing has been okay, not the best because of red tide. A lot of the fish have moved out offshore, but there's still some around. Here's more. You never know what you might bring up from a bait cast in Sarasota Bay, like this children's Zepco that seemed to be still working. A calm start to the day would turn to a windy one later, which meant we would stay in the bay. This father and son duo from Chicago were still enjoying the fishing, even though it was slow to go at first. Son Jeff hooks up. The spotted sea trout have to be bigger than 15 inches, and you can keep up to 4, with only one being bigger than 20 inches. That season is open year-round, unlike snook season, which just closed at the end of November. It opens back up in March. Congratulations goes to Johnny's grandson, Trey, who is officially a captain now. He was baiting the hooks up with greenbacks, which then caught a blue.
Ah! Wow, look at the size of that bluefish. That's a big one. Bluefish, you know, these bluefish have been saving the day around here. Good one.
These are strong fighting fish and have to be 12 inches or bigger to keep, and they're usually good eating fresh. And since this was my birthday, I was even able to put down the camera and get a little fishing in myself, hooking up a huge ladyfish. But it didn't matter because a bad day fishing, well, you know the rest. Dad Jim wraps things up with another big fish to end the day.
Yeah, nice bluefish. Boy, what a great day. I got some guys from the Windy City out today on a windy day, but thank goodness for the bluefish. Hey, remember, take your kid fishing, because someday they may take you.
I'll tell you what, this guy right here, Coach Steve, out there on Longbow Key catching a big jack. And then one of his clients catching this big black drum, too, by one of the docks out there. And look at this. This was a king. Show Me the Fish charters. And Tracy catching this one about 65 feet of water offshore. And then another one on that same boat with Captain Larry McGuire catching some big fish. A lot of fish being caught despite the red tide. And we have Edna and Chris Lynch from Lynch's Pub and Grub.
Formerly Lynch's.
Four you guys are retired now, right?
Retired. We sold the place, and now we're living the good life.
And this is always a great place here for the kickoff the holidays.
It is. We're still very involved with the association and the special events, so we like to participate even though we're not working the pub anymore. We still own the building, so we need the money. Come on over.
And I know Chris here was born, actually, like Scott Dennis, on Christmas Day. So.
And Jesus Christ. So
that's right, absolutely. I like your, I got these from them, by the way. These are nice. Back to you guys. Having a great time here. Back to you, Haley.
And I'm glad she reminded us of that. Thank you, Bob. Ford is recalling more than 600,000 cars because the front seat belts may not hold during a crash. The motor company says the heat created by the tension in the seat belt can cause the cables to break. At least 2 people have been injured because of this problem. The recall covers certain 2013 to 2016 Ford Fusions, 2013 to 2015 Lincoln MKZ, and 2015 to 2016 Ford Mondeo cars. Dealers will fix the problem for free. Delta is adding 2 new flights from Boston to 2 Florida cities. Starting in February, 2 daily round-trip flights to Tampa and 1 daily round-trip flight to Fort Myers will be offered. The flights to Fort Myers are only available on Saturday and Sunday. Entertainment news is next.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
This holiday season, give the greatest gifts of all, safety and peace of mind. Subaru offers more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. And now during the Subaru Share the Love event, you can lease the most award-winning small SUV on the planet. A new 2017 Subaru Forester for just $209 a month. Or get 0% financing. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
What makes America's #1 beach even better? How about seafood and music? Don't miss the Siesta Beach Seafood and Music Festival happening Saturday and Sunday, December 3rd and 4th from 10 to 6 p.m. Savor mouth-watering Florida Gulf Coast seafood dishes by top restaurants and chefs while you enjoy great live music from some of Florida's top musical groups. So grab your family and friends at the Siesta Beach Seafood and Music Festival December 3rd and 4th. For more information, visit seafoodfestivals.com.
I was always worried and scared. Mom was in pain. She wasn't going to get any better, and all the trips to the ER were painful for all of us. Then we called Tidewell Hospice, and everything changed. Now she has care in our home when she needs it, surrounded by family. We know we don't have much time left with Mom, but we decided to make the best out of that time. Tidewell Hospice, it's more than you think.
We're learning more about the circumstances that sent Kanye West to the hospital. The 911 calls have been released, and in them you can hear West's doctor telling the operator he needs an ambulance and police to respond.
I think he definitely is going to need to be hospitalized, so I wouldn't just do the police by itself.
West was in the hospital for a little over a week for what he says is extreme dehydration. He is now back at home. Country star Luke Bryan took care of a heckler without missing a beat during a Tennessee concert. Bryan took a swing at the man from the stage, microphone still in hand. Bryan's publicist says the man was making crude hand gestures toward the singer, and security personnel later escorted him out. Bryan continued with the song, seemingly unfazed by the incident. It's a boy. Actors Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher are welcoming their second child into the world. The Hollywood power couple has not released the name of their new little family member. Kutcher and Kunis met on the set of That 70s Show back in 1998. Their first child, Wyatt Isabel, is now 2 years old. A couple's wedding photos, they're going viral on social media, but this couple, well, they're no longer considered newlyweds. The Louisiana couple has been married for 70 years, and they have some amazing memories. But what they never got on their wedding day were wedding photos. So when their granddaughter hired a photographer for their anniversary, to no one's surprise, the still very happy couple stole the show and the internet's heart. Congrats to them. So cute. We'll be right back.